work with Alyssa Kristin.
And then the right.
Am I supposed to do hi and welcome you guys down?
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll move back. And
Hi guys, welcome to Alyssa Kristin. Come on in.
thank you. So over. Champagne.
Go ahead. Come on in.
Yes. Hi, I'm Alyssa.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, Alyssa. My name is Q, so I'm excited. I'm definitely going to interview with you, but I want to see.
Love it. Okay, amazing. We got bubbles already.
I did.
Macaroons for little snacks, and then
You were.
yeah, get comfy. We've got some beautiful songs for you. Alyssa.
Yeah.
In the office every day, like
Yeah.
3 hours, making nothing. I'm tired. I have this action. I don't know that weird, like,
I was going to say, put it right here so you can see. Because I have a feeling they're going to see it right here. You say you don't?
I shot it sometime. And I scored this custodian off with 6,000. Oh, thank you.
I didn't even do an intro. Hey guys, how are you? Okay, so we are here at Alyssa Kristin. So as you saw, that's Alyssa right there. So excited to see the full collection. Right after here, we're gonna go to our favorite Serenori, you know, our girl. But right now, we're excited to see the collection. We're gonna see what this season has to bring. All right. Come on. So this is what you call come with me, you guys. This is what you call a mood board. So this is called a mood board. So this is what designers typically put together so they can be able to put their collection together. So this is her mood board that she's presenting. Don't forget this one, get closer.
Are they sending you?
So as you can see, this has collections with the fabric, the sketches, the inspiration behind it. That is the main reason why they create these boards, typically before every collection, so you can get an idea of what your theme is going to be and how your collection is going to look, so you can be able to portray your collection over to your consumers, right? So just looking at this, right? Seeing now, this is how you read a mood board. So you're really learning a lot with me, okay? So you're gonna learn how to read a mood board. You're gonna pay attention. So you are the sun. You have all the fabrics. You have the sketches. We can see that she has a lot of shadows. Shadows are her biggest thing. Everything has a shadow, so that lets me know that is something that she's going to incorporate, making sure that her clothing has some type of shadow to it, right? Then you see the pearls. This is more of like a real kind of pearl, so you know there's some type of organic pearl that's going to be there. Additional, you see these small little decals, those small little pieces, although they're very trinket, they let you know those are accent pieces that they will possibly present in their collection. So you start to learn about all of these things with the mood board, right? We see the subtle color tone, the sand tones. It looks like a sand color, so that lets me know her collection has a lot of white, a lot of sand, a lot of neutral. It gives me a beachy. It feels like I'm on the beach. It feels like I am also in front of a lot of stone. I feel a lot of stone. And it feels kind of cold. These are things where you start to feel. So, all right, if it's cold, there's a lot of stone, there's a lot of shadow. That lets me know there's some wind. That lets me know her fabric is very flowing. There's going to be some opulence to it because she has a very neutral tone, and that opulence from the pearl that lets you know that there's going to be some type of sheen on the clothing, right? So now that we're reading the mood board, wait till you see the full collection so you can really see what it really incorporates. I'm so excited. All right, come on.
I love your style.
I love
So
her. Yeah.
school, I did
Yeah.
think that they're doing
Yeah. I mean, like, the natural style. This way or yeah.
Back end. Yeah, I think we'll start again. Hi, thank you guys so much for coming. I'm Alyssa. So we're so excited to show you our spring 2026 collection. This collection is more than just a new season. We're calling it our next chapter. I normally don't name our collections, but it seems fitting as it's really representative of, the next chapter for me as a designer, a mother, and an entrepreneur. Welcomed 3 babies in the last 4 years, so.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations. Life has been a beautiful chaos.
It doesn't look like it.
But for the first time in a long time, I feel like I can catch my breath. That is a little bit above water. And finally had like the space to get swept back up in design and creativity again, right? So just play around and try new things. So I'm self-taught. I didn't go to school from this. I'm an accountant by trade. So everything in this collection is our first time doing it. It's new for me. So a lot of just like, flexing that creative muscle of trial and error and playing around. So it's been a really, really fun process. And yeah, so this collection is really a reflection of that journey. And then just a celebration of the modern woman. We have to, in the society, be both strong and soft. We have to carry ourselves with confidence as well as carry ourselves with ease. And so that duality is you're going to see reflected through the pieces, where we've got a lot of beautiful sculpted bodices, but then that's paired with a flowy, dramatic skirt, right? So you get that balance of the softness and the hardness. And so I'm excited for you to see. Also, part of our next chapter, we're introducing a lot of new fabrics. So we've got some jacquards, some silky satins, and then some fun new silhouettes for us, column gowns and ball gowns. So excited, stay tuned, and we're gonna start with our first L. So L is a beautiful column gown made of a jacquard. She's got a subtle floral pattern that acts more of a texture than like an overtly floral design. But I love that texture balanced with like the soft sheen of the lustrous brocado that we've got adorning the neckline and then the overskirt. And then again on that duality, right? We've got these really clean lines of the column balanced with the softness of the poof and of the overskirt. So the skirt is made of an Italian brocado. It's super lightweight and floaty, as you saw her come in, right? It has great movement. And then also has a lot of proof here, which makes sense. So you get a really good dramatic silhouette. All the drama. And then it's the perfect piece, right, to take you right from the ceremony to reception. You can slip this off and you're ready to go. But I love here too, you can see how the draping continues from the front to the back, so you've got a really beautiful finish. And pretty my angle. So here's the beautiful fitted column gown underneath. It's our first time doing a no-waisting dress. I really love we did a long line corset underneath. So you're super snatched and supported all the way through. And you get a really defined waistline. No seam there, just allows for a really clean, statuesque, elongated look. All right, and that's it. Okay, so the next this is the first of 3 fabrics, or 3 dresses using this fabric. I've been looking for a silky satin that I love for a long time, and I'm just obsessed with this double satin. It's got a really luxe weight and feel to it. It's a double satin, and then I love the creamy color too, which is again feels a little bit luxe, and it's great on all skin tones. The skirt is a bias cut, so it just hugs and is super fluid. We've got some beautiful soft draping in the neckline, and that's echoed again at the waistline. And the waistline is slightly basque, so you get that like a little bit of elongated, just makes everything a little bit leaner, longer, a little more stitched in the waist. be her sister dress, which is Kaya. And so Kaya's gonna feature the same skirt, but she's got a beautiful Mikado bodice that is just really super clean and crisp. And really got the balance there between the softness and the structure. So again, here you can see on Kaya, you've got that beautiful sculpted bodice. It almost looks like it's carved out of marble, right? It's so hard, and but then that's balanced with this super soft folds at the waistline. So you really get that, the feel of both. What I love too, so again, I do all the designing by draping on my body, so I was just playing around pinning and I was like, oh, this looks so good, right? So let's do this. But you'll see it kind of falls a little differently on everything, right? The bias and the material is just organic in motion, and so it's gonna fall differently depending on your hips and, you know, your waist to hip ratio and where things are hitting. So it's kind of fun and, you know, yeah, a super organic feel. And then, sorry. Okay, and then last we have, or not last, next, we've got the perfect finishing touch, which is our bias gas scarf. And I love this. We've got a pleat already stitched in there, so you get that fold for a little bit of dimension at the neckline, which looks really refined and finished. The scarf itself is like 13.5 feet long, so long enough that it trails behind you, you get a little bit of drama. She's got great motion and movement. All right, so next we have Harper. And so my previous collections, everyone who's familiar with this stuff, I'm really into structure and support, and I never thought I would be a bias slip dress girl, but here we are. Again, I designed these on my body, and like, you don't want to take this off. It feels phenomenal. You better bet I'll be making this for black for myself. But it's just so effortless, so beautiful on the bias, just hugs in all the right places. And I love too, you get the soft cowl here, but it's low enough so you don't have to wear a makeup on the neckline. But you get really beautiful collarbone on it. Then we can turn to the back. Beautiful, sexy back. So she's gorgeous with a clean, open back, but if you want a little extra motion and movement, we've got these beautiful bias cut tails that can be added. Oh, yes. Sorry. Myself all twisted. And I love the neckties right here. It's a super clean finish, hides the neck and or the hook and eye. And again, drape behind you. They're just so effortless and elegant. It's like a really transitional piece for us. It's a fabric that is used in our prior 2 collections for different gowns and silhouettes. She has amazing structure and fullness. You get all this body without any weight. There's no put on shoulder there, so it's really just, again, lightweight and like gliding through. And then love just like the really simple, clean lines at the neckline. Another thing we love to note on this one is I really designed with intention on proportions. again, I designed the stuff on my frame, I'm 5'6", Carla here's 5'9", but the average woman is 5'4". And so a lot of these kind of trumpet style fit and flare gowns break so low that then when you alter them, you're cutting off most of that trumpet and bell at the bottom, so it's disproportionate and it just feels like you're getting truncated. So being able to really have that proportion be there where it highlights the booty, but you still get like a really great silhouette and the proportions are nice. All right, next we have Sophia. I love just the contrast of this one. We got this super clean architectural bodice balanced with this like soft, ethereal, just so romantic skirt. It's a couple layers of organza with a really, really soft lace going on top. Yeah, I just love it. It's great too that there's a lining inside, so all the undergarments and stuff for brides are covered, but there's still like a light and airiness and a luminosity to it where it's not fully opaque, so it makes it feel all more light and airy. And we did 2 pieces for this one, so you really get these soft organic folds from the circles for underneath that just kind of move and hold the fabric lace, and as you're walking, it's really nice. All right. Next. This is Luciana. She's the first of our ball gown. She's a beautiful basque waist. I love it slightly dropped so you can like really emphasize the tiniest bit of the waist before it just goes to this oversized and really proven skirt. There's also a gorgeous sexy slit in here. So you can get a little leg drama. And something we really worked on, I'm meticulous about my fabric and my fit, but also just construction, right? So making sure all these bodices lay so clean, no wrinkles. Takes lots of trial and error in my team. Maybe curses me a bit. We're proudly made in Chicago. We've got a fantastic team of artisans, and
So
yeah.
she says it won't bleed as much.
No. You know, some dresses are wrinkles.
Very nice.
And we'll have her stay up here for a second so you can see her sister dress. So something my previous collections I've known for is a lot of mixing and matching and modifications. Because again, I got into this from my wedding dress shopping experience. Was super frustrated the lack of modifications that were available. Like, let me just do this and this would be perfect. So one of the modifications we have between these two is being able to switch the necklines, which is really fun. So we've got both the drop waist and a basque waist. So you can pick kind of your waist, pick if you want to slit, and then pick which neckline you'd like. So this is Kate. She's got a beautiful scoop neckline. I've got a long line, really nice supported, and drop waist. The waist is dropped roughly 3.5 inches, which is again really nice for our more petite brides. So as you shorten the dress, proportionally, everyone still stays nice and elongated, but still being balanced. All right, and then we've got one last accessory. more is just simply more, and that is this veil. She is 3 yards wide by 5 yards long. They have this beautiful, soft French tulle. She drapes like just gorgeously, so lightweight, so it's the perfect dramatic element for, walking down the aisle, or if you're outside for some shots, the light breeze, the veil just gets swept away and it's gorgeous. And that's a wrap on our 2026 collection.
Yeah, it's really gorgeous.
Thank you. Yes.
So you had 4 kids here.
Three babies in 40.
I don't see it.
Well, I had one personally, and then I used a surrogate for our second and third.
Marvelous.
Welcoming my first in COVID brought me to my knees. I feel like I just shook postpartum haze a few months ago, right? So yeah, we were very thankful to be able to live with family like that. But so we have a 4.5-year-old, a 2.5-year-old, and a 9-month-old.
Oh, wow.
Can you get on my
collection? Oh, you are doing it, girl.
We'll sleep later, right?
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So it was really lovely to see you all, and yeah.
I guess that I asked you for the camera purposes, what inspired this collection? Because I see a lot of the shadow work in your mood board. I see the organic pearls. So what inspired your collection?
So, I always draw inspiration from just the female form, right? So you'll see also a lot of organic shapes in there with the pearls, and I love the shadow pay, that nice contrast.
That's where that, okay. So
And then I love a little bit that duality of the modern woman, right? I just feel like you have to be so much, you have to be all of the things,
Yes.
right? Again, you have to be strong and soft and loving, but yes, all of the things. So I think as women we're pulled in all these different directions, and so trying to bring that all together and celebrate that in these dresses. So anyway, just
It
and
does.
right, you just want to feel beautiful.
just
It's your
want-
wedding
yes,
day, right?
yes.
So I'm always inspired by those organic shapes, and then just women's bodies, right? Like at the end of the day, I want the girls to look good, the waist look tiny, and the booty look great, right? So that's what it's about.
That's all we talk about. You know that. I was looking at the silhouettes, looking at it, and I was like, okay, I do see you do a lot of cinch waist and then coming out. The split in the ball gown, that's mine.
Yeah.
I am a sucker for ball gowns with a split because I always feel professional and then sexy.
Moment for the leg, exactly.
Yeah,
And then
I
just
love it.
tuck it back away. You don't even know it's there, right? Yeah.
So for those who are looking to follow you, where can they find you?
On Instagram, A Kristin Bridal. Alyssa Kristin's our brand. And yeah, we'll see you on the grid.
Are you in any other shops or anything? Are you?
So we're carried in 70 stores across 8 countries.
Oh, we're gonna find Alyssa. We're good. We're gonna find Alyssa.
But yeah, you can check out our website and
Find where you live. Well, there you guys have it till later.
Oh, we also make little mini dresses, party little white dresses, mix and match, build your own. You can add them on our website. Oh my God,
I
they're
plan on
so
having
cute.
about 7 different looks from
Yes.
him.
Hit me
When
up,
he
girl.
gives me the ring, oh, I will. You guys hear that? I will. So later, you guys.
Hi. Thank you so much. Thank you. So lovely.
You're amazing. Congratulations.
Thanks.
For she 3 kids and doing it. Power woman.
I'm trying.
Q.